Hi, this is my review of Entity, solo storytelling NASA punk game by Peter Schultz. This is a solo science fiction game. Perhaps you could also say science fantasy game, hint hint, wink wink, of planetary exploration, specifically a single planet. You're going to be playing as these AI astronauts. You are a synthetic explorer. And I would say that this solo game is actually extremely flexible, not only in its style, but also when it comes to using it with other tabletop RPGs or solo journaling games. This could also be considered a journaling game. I would personally consider it a storytelling slash role-playing game hybrid. Now let's talk about the quality of the PDF. I have a major criticism and a minor criticism. When it comes to the minor critique, I only spotted a single typo. It's not going to present an obstacle, but I just wanted to mention that. Now the major criticism. This PDF has no table of contents and no bookmarks and no hyperlinks, so it's not going to be easy to navigate the entire 24 pages PDF. I would highly recommend that two things are done if the quality is to be improved in a future update. 1. Add bookmarks, at least add bookmarks. And 2. Perhaps include a printer-friendly PDF version with the purchase. But everything else is great. Everything is well organized, written and explained. The graphic design is very much in tune with the theme, as well as the illustrations, the art. The art is colorful but at the same time a bit bleak, so it's perfect for this planetary exploration solo game. So the quality, despite those criticisms, is good. Now let's talk about the contents. I'm going to avoid spoilers, but suffice to say, you are an AI synthetic astronaut. You are part of an exploration program, and your ship and crew suffered a certain catastrophe. Now you are the only survivor. Well, if you can say that an AI is a survivor, you could rather say that it is the only functioning agent in the field, and you need to carry out your exploration as you try to survive the environment within an unknown planet. This game is very easy to play. The process is quite simple, but it is very deep. You are carrying out your expeditions. First you explore, and then you carry out side activities. You are following several missions. You need to accomplish or reach or fulfill certain aspects in order to finish each mission. When it comes to your exploration, first you identify the location, then you travel, then you have a location encounter. And your side activities have to do with gathering resources, recharging energy, implementing upgrades, collecting data, self-repair. It all has to do with your own survival and the successful accomplishment of your mission. You have traits and edges in order to do this. You have technology, analytics, adaptivity, and when it comes to edges, these are derived from those traits, such as robotics, engineering, information technology, physics, biology, chemistry, etc. When it comes to making checks, you roll a couple of 10-sided dice. Depending on your successes, you will end up with story-related outcomes, depending on the prompt, on what you encounter. You need to roll below a certain number. This number or value is determined by the sum of a trait and an edge. So it's basically rolling the same number as that total or below. With certain upgrades or circumstances, there could be an advantage or a disadvantage applied to your roll. In the case of an advantage, you roll 3 10-sided dice and discard the die with the highest result. In the case of a disadvantage, it's the same, but you discard the lowest result. Remember, you need to roll the same value or lower. As you are making your explorations, you will need to roll on different tables. These tables will determine the encounters, the threats, the opportunities, the findings, the locations. Now this game takes quite a while to complete. You have so many missions, and each one takes several aspects to complete. When it comes to your character, if you are destroyed, there is a legacy aspect. Let's say that you end up annihilated, but all of the different structures that you managed to build during one of your missions, they remain on that planet. So the next character that you create is going to take advantage of the structures that you have already built, and you're going to be deciphering the mysteries of this strange planet. And if you thought that the results of the tables were not enough, there is actually an expansion, and I will review that expansion pretty soon as well. So what do I think about Entity? This is a great solo role-playing game, or rather storytelling / role-playing hybrid. I've played it in 2 modes. The first one was handled as a journaling game, and in my second playthrough, I handled everything through roleplay in present tense, and it works great either way. I would say that if you like to write, handle it as a journaling game. If you want to put more emphasis on the immersion, while not writing too much, because when I roleplayed this storytelling / RPG game, when it comes to the roleplay session, I only wrote a few things to keep in mind or to remember to refresh my memory. I didn't write pages featuring my explorations. However, I will see if I have the time to make a video where I detail the first day, the log or journal entry, to see how things proceed. So overall, my highest recommendation: this is a very simple to play game, but there is depth to it, especially when it comes to checking the results of the tables. I hope that bookmarks are added in the near future, because it's not easy to scroll up and down constantly. It can pull you out of the experience. If you had bookmarks, you would only need to click on the specific bookmark and you would be there, and back again if you need to. It's also important to keep in mind that this journey is not without its problems. There are hazards, there are going to be hostile life forms, anomalies, and it all depends on your strategy, how you decided to create your character, and your tactics when it comes to the use of resources, if you wish to come out of those situations without suffering damage or destruction. And it's very cool to unravel the mysteries of this planet. What civilizations existed before? What are the nuances of the flora and the fauna? What about the geography and the geology? So, my highest recommendation. Thank you for watching this review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.